It's just like, it's one of those things like now you might think about it and it's like, oh my god, like what if this, oh, I didn't go to school, like all these people are doing exams and stuff, like they're busy, they're working towards their future and stuff. You're like, oh, like maybe I'm not doing the right thing.
Hello.
Hi, Kenz.
Hi, Kyle.
How are you?
My hand's burnt.
Why is your hand burnt?
Guys, today I was working and I was pouring this large chamomile tea. And like, if you've ever been to coffee culture, our tea is hot. We like it boiling.
Hot.
Normally I put like ice cubes in it to cool it down. And this guy was like, "Excuse me, ma'am." And I turned around to look at him and I just started pouring the tea all over my hand. And now my hand is sizzling.
Do you have any like blisters or anything?
No, like it doesn't look burnt, but like stings, man. So like, I don't know, but I was like, "Guys, it's my first burn. Like I work at a coffee shop." And she was
Is that normal?
Yeah, apparently like my first day they were like, "Expect to burn yourself." Because, like, you're with, like, burning hot coffee, burning hot tea, burning hot machines all the time. So, like, especially when I learned to bake, too. But I've month in. First time I burnt myself.
Were you there for a month, eh?
Already. That doesn't feel like it. But then again, it also feels a lot like it. So, a little bit of both.
Damn.
I know.
Crazy day.
Crazy day. I literally have been working like a demon. I went from like 1 shift a week to like 30 hours a week. I go wake up. I go to work for like 8 hours. I come home and I sleep. That's like my life.
I woke up at noon today.
Yeah. When you woke up, I was already 3 hours into work.
I know, and that's like a normal shift for you too. That's not even an early shift.
No, that was like a late shift. Normally I start at like 6 or 7.
Yeah, I had nothing to do today, and I was just like, I'm not going to get out of bed today.
Oh my god.
So I went back to sleep multiple times.
I miss that luxury.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what you got until it's gone.
Sing your sorrows away, Kenz.
That's what I do. Oh my god. But it's okay, because you know what? I'm making money. I'm going to get that barista experience, so when I go to apply to like some little cafe in Australia, they're like, "Ooh, she was a barista."
And she's Canadian.
And
You're hired.
She's been burnt.
She's foreigner.
She knows what it's like. This foreigner, yeah. So, it's okay. I honestly don't mind the job. It's just when it's like my third day in a row of like 8 hours, I'm like, oh. But I have 2 days off.
I hate like minimum wage jobs because once you get home, all you want to do is just not do anything.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't know, like you're working so much, but then you don't do anything after.
No.
Like to enjoy your day.
I literally, when I get home, it's like 5 p.m. like sometimes. And like my day's done. Like I'm going to lay in bed and I'm going to be asleep by like 9 because I'm just drained.
I know. And you really like, I mean, you're just making coffee, but just for some reason, like these jobs that you're just like standing all day, you just get home and you just don't want to do anything.
It's so exhausting. I think it's just like having to like constantly be like positive and happy with a customer. It really takes a lot out of you. I know. Oh my god.
Having to put up with people.
Yeah, it's exhausting, but I honestly really like it.
It's kind of late right now.
I know.
It's dark out. We have a lot of lamps around us right now.
Normally we record in like morning, afternoon. This is our first nighttime recording.
So we'll see how it goes.
So sorry if we're like not
going
as
to bed.
I know. I was so stupid though. I was like, yes, Sunday, my day off. So I booked a spin class at 8 a.m.
Yeah, you didn't want to sleep in that?
Why did I do that? I don't know. Because I did that midweek when I still was energized and okay. And now
you can't leave it?
Then I get the cancellation fee. And like, I don't pay for spin classes
anyways. What if you don't?
So then like, I'm ending up paying for a spin class I'm not going to. And I don't want to do that. And I'll be happy once it's over. And I have Monday off too, but I'm doing 6 a.m. spin. I just hate myself.
You just hate sleep.
Apparently.
You just don't want to sleep.
No, never. How am I not sick yet? I'm totally gonna get sick now.
Yeah, you get sick right before we leave. Or right before Christmas.
Yeah, true. That would suck. It's okay, we're like drunk the whole time. I won't even know.
That's the spirit. The alcohol will cure your sickness.
The vodka will make it go away.
Turns 19.
19-year-old things.
Yeah.
Frat girl.
Yeah, okay.
I know. Our lives are so opposite right now.
I'm kind of just been taking it easy, I guess, the last month.
See, you're good because like you're gonna have this time to chill and then go into the full time. I'm gonna get there and be burnt out and then be like, here we go.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Once we get there, we're gonna be working so much anyways, and it's like I mean, we have a lot. Like I have a lot of stuff planned that's not really work related, like going back to America. We have our family coming for Christmas, and then the New Year we have some fun things planned. But
the difference is like, I'm only working full time because I need the money to afford Australia.
Yeah, but once you get there, you'll be working, so you won't.
But there's always what if, and if what if
you can't
happens.
you can't live your life by what ifs.
I know, but like if anything goes wrong,
what's gonna go wrong?
I'd lose.
You're gonna lose your leg.
I run out of money. At least this way, I'll have, enough that I could survive. Cause
for what, like a week?
like if like I don't know, if something goes wrong and we don't get money or something, I want to have backup. Cause like you save. Me, not so much.
See that Gucci purse in the corner? That's why I'm working.
So I was like Gucci, no, but I see my little Louis Vuitton.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, you see my my like purse
Honestly,
holder that holds more money than it
no
actually is.
regrets. That thing makes me so happy. I love that thing.
Well, you're gonna have to have a nice career in your future, I guess, if you want to
or
keep having Louis Vuitton.
Future husband, I hope you're rich.
To my future husband 10 years from now.
To my future title of this podcast.
You better be wealthy.
To Mackenzie's future husband. Wonder what that's about.
Yeah, he's gonna look up on this. You're gonna meet him in like 6 years, and he's gonna look at like whatever our 4th episode. He's like, through the standards of your man. He's gonna be like, oh man, what am I doing?
He's gonna be like, shit, it's off.
It's off. I'm canceling.
I know. Is this what you want your life to be like? Like what it's like now?
A rich husband?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love a rich husband. How my life is now, living at my parents' house.
Just like what you're doing. But I mean, I'd hope you'd want to get I mean, if you live at your parents' house, that's cool too. I'd hope you'd want to leave it.
You know what? I do want to leave my parents' house.
That's good.
That's kind of why we're going across the earth.
True.
Well, not that reason, but
part of it, but like not fully. Of course. I'm trying to just see some ruins. Anyways, go on.
Ruins. What do I want to do in the future? Well, probably something to do with photography. It does like photography with me. I would love it if it's my career, but like as long as it's present in my life, I'd be happy. Like it doesn't have to be my main earning thing. Like whatever I do to make money, I'm gonna have to enjoy, obviously. But if it's not taking pictures 24/7, honestly, it might be a better thing not to use photography as my main source of income, because then when you put so much pressure on like a hobby or a passion, then it turns not into a passion. It turns more into, it becomes work. And like regardless if you like love your work and stuff, it's still work.
Living example.
Yeah, exactly. Dance. But the thing I love about photography is that like I get to be creative. I love making things, like producing things. Like when someone really, even with this podcast, like we've had like a lot of good feedback on just like advice we've given or just anything like that. Like when people appreciate and really like enjoy what you're producing, it's like a pretty fulfilling feeling. Like I really like I like making things for a purpose. One of the reasons that I didn't like business school is that I found no real drive behind it. Like I would say like crunching numbers and stuff, it just at the end of the day, like it doesn't really matter. It's just you're just crunching numbers for another company that does whatever. Like I'm sure it's a good thing to know, but when you're like creating something that betters other people's lives and stuff like that, like I know a spreadsheet isn't gonna make that father of 3 happy, but looking at like a nice photograph he has hanging in his room is going to improve his life.
That's nice.
So I think something that kind of got kind of deep,
cute.
but something along the lines like I like being the person that people can come to like be happy, I guess. Like
motivated. When
you walk in the room having like a smile on your face, like when that person walks in, like I know a lot of people that as soon as they walk in, you're like excited for them to be around. And I guess this doesn't have anything to do with work, but I hope to be like that person, you know?
Yeah.
People look forward to seeing. But if you can incorporate that with what you work, whether it's taking photos or just, I don't know, like self-improvement person or, like, you know?
Yeah.
I think being a speaker would be pretty cool.
So cool.
Like, that's like podcasting, but for real life.
Like going to like, yeah, that'd be dope.
Like, yeah, just people just pay you to come and speak about like your
Like-
experiences and stuff.
Like when we would have good speakers in like high school, I love those things.
Yeah. And I feel like being one of those people, you don't really have to follow like I feel like the most interesting people to hear aren't the people that just like went to uni, got a job. Like it's like I like Casey Neistat, I'm sure most people listening know, like the YouTuber. He was like one of my favorites, probably still is, and he did a talk in Toronto that I bought a ticket for, and his was like one of the most enjoyable like speeches I've heard, is because like he went through having a kid at like 17, living in like a trailer park, like working a minimum wage job just so he could fund his family / like his photography, like videography business, and then going through that, becoming YouTube famous. Like that is way more interesting to listen to than just like, here's what I did in business school, you know?
Like went to business, got a job, now I'm married with kids.
Yeah, the most interesting people are the ones with the most interesting story, which is usually going against the grain, which is kind of what we're doing, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know, like I like a relative amount of disorganization in my life. Like I like not knowing everything, and I know we're kind of opposites on that, but I enjoy not knowing where everything is going.
Yeah.
I like leaving things open. Like a month ago, we did not think we were going to move across the world.
No.
And like if I was doing the 9-to-5 job like a lot of my friends are doing, or school or stuff, like that's just not a possibility.
I know. It's so crazy thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now it's exam season too. Like everyone and their freaking mom is just talking about finals.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I can't even imagine. Like that sucks.
I know. It's just like, it's one of those things like now you might think about it and it's like, oh my god, like what if I didn't go to school, like all these people are doing exams and stuff, like they're busy, they're working towards their future and stuff. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, like maybe I'm not doing the right thing. But in the end, I think, not that I really know, but it seems that like most of the time everything works out.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason, whether you know it or not.
Yeah.
You'll know in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. That was nice.
Yeah,
I could totally see you as a motivational like speaker, or like going to like, I don't know, you're like a TED Talk.
I don't know, that's why we started this. I like talking about stuff, and
True.
I don't know, being the person that people come to for advice. I get that a lot, actually.
You are very just like, not carefree, but you're just like, you don't have any like stress in the world. Like you're just very happy and bubbly. Mm-hmm. So like when people come to you with their problems, you're just like, just live, like you're fine. And then people are like, yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing that I try to strive for in life, I guess, is like more stress-free, I guess. Not like stress-free, like not to have stressful moments or like put stress.
Oh god, I've never met anybody like who is like you in that sense.
Like I put myself in situations where like you'll need to think things through and stuff like that. But I try not to like stress over like everything. Like if we're gonna be late for something, like it's gonna happen no matter what. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of things in life you can't control, and there's really no point in stressing over things that you can't control. And I feel like a lot of people stress over things that are out of their jurisdiction, and that just causes more stress. And then when you get to the things you actually can control, you're already overstressed. Yeah. So then you don't think rationally on the things that you can control, and that like falters your judgment. And
that's true.
Like that's
literally me.
Yeah, there's very few things that get me really like stressed out.
Everything stresses me out. I'm the complete opposite. I get stressed so easily, but that's because of Carl. And
you want to explain who Carl is?
Carl is what I named my anxiety. Carl, with a K. It's Sid. Mm-hmm. But that was an inside joke. But you don't have anxiety though. It's a lot harder when you have anxiety. Mm-hmm. But everyone, all us people out there with anxiety, we're working on it. Mm-hmm. I've gotten a lot better, but I'm still pretty bad.
Maybe Australia will chill you out a bit.
Well, in Australia, I'm literally gonna have nothing to worry about but money.
Yeah, just working. And as soon as you get a job that you somewhat enjoy, then you're fine.
Yeah, I don't even have to enjoy it as long as it pays.
We didn't go across the country just to work minimum wage jobs just to like live. We gotta enjoy it.
I mean, you're in Australia. It's pretty enjoyable.
But making coffee here, making coffee in Australia, I guess it's a little bit better, but
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
I'm definitely gonna try to enjoy my 5 months.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna try to enjoy it, but I think starting, if my job's, making burgers, I'm gonna make burgers until I find something else.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess to cope with, like everyone gets anxious, obviously some people more than others, but to cope with that, I like to read a lot of like self-improvement books.
This man reads so much. I don't know how you read so much. Honestly, if people who don't really know Kyle that well or like just aren't like that close with him, this man is so driven. I don't understand. Like, he wakes up in the morning, takes his cold shower, learns. I said this the other day at dinner. I was like, is there ever a day where you just wake up and you're like, I don't want to learn. I want to sit and watch Netflix. And you're like, no. I'm like, what the? Like, why? It gets insane to me because I wake up and I'm like, I want to lay in my bed and be lazy. But then again, when I only worked one shift a week, I was a lot more motivated to learn and read and do more. But now that I work 30 hours a week,
See, one of the things is like, yeah, I've had a lot of like free time this month because like what I do with photography and stuff, like I've done a lot of like housing and real estate, and just in the winter, naturally, like most people don't put their house on the markets as much in the winter, and like two is just pictures just look better in the summer.
Yeah.
So like as we get closer to Christmas, like my work starts to slow down. So how I've been looking at this like last month where I've had a lot of free time is that I know once we get to Australia, I'm gonna be working whatever like 40 hours like a week or whatever, and just be working all the time and stuff like that. And after that, we're gonna be working in Muskoka, and then after that, who knows. So this could be like the last time I have a month where I can just focus on like myself, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been just trying to read like anything that's like interesting to me. Like I'll just go walk around chapters, and then because I'm kind of cheap, I'll just look it up at the library.
Yeah, so it was like, you don't go to buy anything.
Yeah, and then I'll usually just like, I'll find like 5 or 6 books, and I'll just like reserve them all on the library. And then like I still have like a whole list right now, and just like every like, I don't know, 5 to 7 days a new book will come available, and then by that time I'll have already read the previous book. So then I just like go through, and then if I have some time, I have some like backup books. That's
so good. You're like my goal.
But like that's why like right now, even though I'm not working that much, like I try to stay driven, is because I know like this, I don't like wake up and like take this for granted, I guess, this time. Like I really want to, I've been given like this opportunity to have this amount of time, so I don't want to just waste it by watching Netflix, because I know like, yeah, once I start working, like I'm gonna come home and probably not want to read for like 2 hours.
I keep forgetting too that you're 2 years old, like you've had so much more time than I had.
Yeah, that's true. I also have like 2 years
like you had a year off
living experience, I guess.
No, but I mean, like, I keep forgetting that like this isn't your first year off too. Like you had in between high school and Mac.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you were just lounging.
That was, so yeah, that my year off I did work a lot though. I was working at Roots.
Yeah.
Mostly full time in the city.
It's a day.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's what I want. What about you for work? I kind of went on a rant, so.
It's tricky because like in my work.
You don't have to give like, you don't have to say like, oh, I want to be giving lectures at blah, blah, blah. Like you can just like, you wake up, are you helping people out? Are you running your own thing?
I think what.
Are you working under somebody?
No. I think what.
Cross that out. Negative on that one.
No. I like inspiring people in whatever way I can. So like, for instance, like my Instagram, I post like stories like crazy about health and fitness, because I know a lot of people message me being like, oh my God, I feel like I want to try this now. Oh my God, I love this. So I think in the sense for my early years, I want to be in like social media marketing kind of thing.
Okay.
So whether that be with like social media platforms or kind of like what mom does, I want to do, because I like posting to inspire. So like I don't want to post like for some restaurant, no offense mom, but I do like the idea, like for instance, all the people I follow who post motivational things and just things I'm interested in makes me feel really inspired. So if I could do the same and make a living off of it, that would be great. But that's like what everyone wants to do. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm trying. But I really love doing it. And I've met a lot of people from it. Just like even, because I'm like just starting getting into the health and fitness community.
Scene.
Yeah. And I've already met like so many people, and it's like a literal community. Like there's like a group of them, and like as soon as one person follows you, they all follow you.
Yeah, I've noticed that just from like following your one friend.
Yeah.
I have like 3 other people follow me, and
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even I don't post anything. It's actually really funny.
It's crazy.
Just a little side note, when people like will follow me on social media or something, they'll be like, oh, there's no pictures of you. I literally just tell them to like go to your feed. Because one, like all my photos are like you tag me, and all my tag photos are just your page.
True.
And then like most of your stories or some of your stories will have like me in it.
True.
Or like we'll have like a photo side by side on your Instagram. So it's like if you really want to know what I look like or get a sense of me, like just go to my sister's profile.
Yeah.
Because my Instagram you won't find anything. But anyways, that's a little off topic.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm like looking at me in my 20s, like
Yeah, let's go here. We'll try to make this structured. Let's say like 5 to 10 years, and then we can go 10 to 20.
Yeah.
Let's start with like 5 to 10 years.
My ideal life, like right now, Maggie McDonald, she's a YouTuber. All females watching or listening probably know who she is. Like her life is exactly like totally how I want mine to be. Like she lives in Boston. Ideally, in my 20s, I want to live in Toronto and have my own apartment. YouTube channel, doing great. I really like my blog. I like my YouTube channel for more fun and just inspiring people to be more productive and get habits and see my life. I like my blog for inspiring and advice. So my blog I really like for tips and advice and recipes and healthy lifestyle, just like a platform that you can physically go see. So like if you like my YouTube channel and you saw something in a video you liked, you can go to my blog, get more info. And then my Instagram I like for daily inspiration. So like I'll post throughout my day just things that inspire me and inspire other people. So I know, for example, like people listen to the podcast about my food journey and went on my Instagram and see what I'm eating now and have messaged me being like, this is really great.
That's good.
I totally relate to this. So I like in that sense, and just keep spreading positivity. That's my number one thing too, is like, I really want to be present and happy and positive and in the moment. And if I can allow other people and kind of get them to do that too, or just even one thing in their day, make them happy a little bit. That's my goal, whether that be through social media or not, through marketing, through whatever that is. I don't know exactly what that would be. Ideally, I would like it to be social media. That would be awesome, because the people who I follow and look into on social media platforms that make me feel good, like I love them, and like I don't know what I would do without them, because when I wake up in the morning after like, okay, I don't usually go on social media for like 2 hours, but after those 2 hours in the morning and I see like their happy posts, it makes me happy, and it motivates me to do things that they do too. So like, for example, starting my morning with lemon water and fruit, I found from someone on Instagram, and now it's like, I love it. Like it makes me so happy in the morning. So if I could do that, it'd be great. So 20s, I want to live in Toronto in my own apartment with my social media is doing good and inspiring people, and have enough of an income that I don't feel stressed. And I want to, right now, I'm really picky with money in the sense of like food and buying things for myself and workout classes. I want to be in a part or a point in my life when I'm in my 20s that if I want to wake up and do Soul Cycle in the morning, I can just book a Soul Cycle class. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's $30. Can I do that? Oh, it's a waste of money. Like, I want to just be able to do it.
Yeah. When I think of like freedom, like financially, I don't think my goal in life is to be like a freaking like 100 millionaire.
No, not at all.
My goal is just to be like, I don't know, say I'm like 40 and my kid wants to play hockey and needs like new goalie pads because he's gonna be a goalie, of course.
Yeah.
Following
his dad.
Yeah. I don't want to be worried that like I
Yeah.
can't get him good equipment or something, you know, like as long as you have enough money to just go, you want to go away for a weekend? Like, let's just go away for the weekend.
Yeah.
You can do it. You're not like, oh, actually, like, the electricity bill is kind of high right now.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's obviously, like, the 1% of the world, but I think it's...
I know,
like... You can keep going.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I never want to I don't want to be with all these designer brands and walking around like that. I just want to be able to live my life freely and not have to worry because that's the absolute worst. And you see so many people going through that, and like, it's hard to be positive and be present and be happy when all you're thinking about is money. So hopefully,
I mean, it's like anything in life. I think there's a balance.
yeah.
I think I've read a lot of podcasts and stuff that like wealthy people, insanely wealthy people, like just don't value like going to a nice restaurant anymore because they eat well like every
All
day.
the time.
Like it takes a lot to stay humble as a really wealthy person. Well, what I've heard.
Yeah, that's right.
So not that I know right now, but I don't know. Just like appreciating the little things in life, I think is a big one as well.
Yeah. Then it's also back to my career thing. It's kind of tricky because in my 20s, I see myself totally in social media. But then as I get older, I probably see myself like in more of the fitness career. So like...
Oh, yeah, we can go for like 10 to 20 years, I guess.
Yeah. So like 20s, I want to be like in Toronto, young thing, having fun, social media, marketing, doing good. But then I also see myself owning like a studio or a fitness or being that or a gym somehow and being like business savvy in that and teaching in that too. So those could probably go like hand in hand, honestly, because I feel like I could make a good social media with doing that. Like inspiring, like this girl I follow, Tori DeSimone. She's 21 years old and has her own spin studio with like also with bar and yoga and boxing and does all her social media with that. And since that's so different, she's like killing it. And that would be awesome if I could do that too. So that would be really cool. I would like that. And be inspiring because every time she posts, I get so inspired. She's like my number one gal.
One of the things I've learned kind of just being a freelance photographer the last year is that as much as I really wanted like my own hours and stuff, which I still would value, is that working alone is lonely.
Yeah.
Like just like I love working for myself, all of that stuff, but like even when I'm on the job, I'm just still just like working for like a client. And it's not really like that was like one of the pros that working at the ice cream shop, I guess, this summer, like with you guys, is that like you get the social interaction.
That's the best job, honestly.
So
I love that job.
but I think that's another requirement. Like I'd love obviously to like do my own thing, like build my own business or something like that, but it definitely have to have some like social, like working with others and because just working by yourself it's kind of lonely. I don't know, as much as like it's fun to be flexible and stuff, it's I like having coworkers.
I know, like even working at Spinco, like the community and family I have there, I'm like, I want to create my own of that. Yeah. And like I want to give a 19-year-old girl who just dropped out of college the chance to be a part of it too. Like how they gave me. So. Yeah.
I think like it's very vague, but even though I'm not really for the biggest like routine person, like go with the flow, I love to be just like, have like, you wake up at 7, you like get like go for like do some laps in the pool, get a good workout, like healthy breakfast, and then like you go into like your business and you like people just respect you because you're just a cool guy or whatever.
Routines
and
make you.
Yeah.
Like, literally, not like necessarily like every day plan it out, but like your morning routine, like it's a drastic change if you have one versus if you don't. Like I noticed because like me in grade 11 versus me now, two different people. Like grade 11, I was like the person who was like a total teenager who would like sleep until noon, did not want to do anything. I'd lay in my bed on my phone for like an hour and a half. Then I'd eat my, who knows, bagel with peanut butter. And probably wouldn't work out. And like I wouldn't get anything done. My grades were awful. I was kind of chunky. And now I wake up at like 6 a.m. naturally just because I'm used to it. But I wake up early. When I wake up now, like versus then, waking up at like noon, I was so groggy. When I wake up now, I literally like get up and go. Like I don't even blink. Like I wake up, get on my bed. Like the other day, I literally woke up and just automatically, like I haven't even like fully opened my eyes yet. I just started putting my laundry away and cleaning my room. Like I just wake up and I'm like, I'm ready. Just because you get such into a good morning routine, and waking up early is so crucial. Even if you don't have to wake up early, it's so good for you and it makes you so much more productive. And for me, like I get everything done in the morning. Like if you told me right now to do something with, I don't know, working
other
and
than
somehow,
talking,
I would literally be awful. Like I know I have to write a blog post after this, and I'm like, it's gonna be it's horrible. Like if I don't do it in the morning, it's gonna be like, I like cheese, vegan cheese, that is. Yeah. Where do you see yourself living though? Because I know you're a little traveler. Do you see yourself here? Or?
Honestly, no.
Yeah, I didn't think you would.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Like going to Australia, I'm pretty sure people are placing bets that I just don't come home.
Oh yeah, I know. Everyone's like, Kenz is gonna come home, and Kyle's gonna stay.
Kyle's just gonna stay.
And they're like, Kenz and Kyle will come home for the summer, and then Kyle's not gonna come home after that. He's going back.
Honestly, like I really enjoy like nature, I guess. Like I love
nature,
especially like just I really like this is gonna sound so cheesy, but I like beaches. I really like having having a place, like if you have an hour to kill, like I can go for like a walk, or I can go hang out on the beach, or I can go run by the beach, or I can go run up some hills. If anyone, today was like -1 and raining in like the suburbs of Toronto that has no hills or anything. Like it's just very unmotivating. I like being active. When I was in LA for a week, I'd wake up at like 7 every morning, go for a run by the beach, do a like workout there.
That's nice.
Like yeah, like go for a bike ride if I had like half hour.
I was working.
And that would probably be my ideal. Like right now, I mean, I don't know how Australia's gonna be, but if it's good, like they speak English, it's good quality of life, or
everyone loves it there.
Yeah, or like California would be awesome too. Probably not LA. LA is a little too hectic, but maybe somewhere along the coast.
I hear Laguna is awesome.
Well, maybe we'll do a trip.
Oh my god, I'm so down. I want to go to Laguna so bad.
I
don't even want to go to LA.
No. Well, I liked LA. LA was a good experience, but I wouldn't live there. It was good to like visit for a week.
I want to go to like Laguna. Is Malibu in LA?
Yeah, it's like northern LA.
Okay.
But it's pretty isolated.
JK.
You don't really.
I want to go to Malibu.
It's a pretty different feel.
Yeah.
But I really like California because one day we're on the ocean, and then the next day I was hiking in the mountains.
Yeah.
And then like if you go far enough north, you can go skiing.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. And then you have all like Nevada and stuff has like deserts and stuff that you can go like ATVing through. Like
yeah.
That's like a state or two over. Like I don't know. I think that's just somewhere that I would like to be personally. It just makes me like more alive, I guess.
Yeah.
To be somewhere. And I mean, I'm a photographer, so it's very picturesque.
Yeah, then you'll have clients all year round too.
Yeah, exactly. And warm weather. I just love. I'm so much more positive and like active and just like open to doing things.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Compared to the cold.
In the cold, I'm like, go to the city.
Yeah, I know. Even just like going out with friends, you're like, I gotta put a jacket on, I gotta prepare, and then once I get there, I gotta take it off, and
yeah.
Like, goddamn.
See, I'm like such a city person. Like I want to live for not when I'm older, but like for my younger years, I want to live either like Toronto. If I could go to the States, I want to like Boston really intrigues me. I love Boston. I don't know why, but
Boston's really nice.
Boston's such a nice, like, it's so underrated.
It's like, it's old. It's like, for North America, it's definitely one of the older cities.
Yeah, it's like has such a good feel to it. Like, it's not like it's busy and hectic, but it's just like, I don't know. I think also because we grew up going to Boston. Mm-hmm. So, like, I've been there quite a few times. I really like Boston. But then again, on the complete opposite, I feel like I want to, like, if I could afford living in New York for, like, a year, that would be so cool. Because I just want to experience it. Because every time I go to New York, I'm like, how do the locals do it? So I just kind of want to do that for, like, a year. But ideally, I want to live in Toronto for, like, my 20s. Because I love Toronto. I love cities. Like, for me, like, I can see myself walking around, like, the city in the morning, grabbing my coffee, like, going to, like, I don't know, like, Trinity Park, like, Trinity Bellards Park. Like, I love cities. And then I love traveling to places like that. So
if I could just, like, pick up Toronto and put it, like,
in warmth
near the ocean, that'd be, like, ideal.
Yeah.
So I do love Toronto. I just hate I don't hate, but, like, I just don't prefer where it's located geologically.
Yeah.
Geographically. Geologically. That rocks.
Dropouts.
I haven't taken science in a while.
Oh, geography.
Geographical. That's the word.
Yeah. No, but when I'm older, I definitely don't want to be in Toronto. I want to be in, like, a suburb area. But, like, I don't know if that would be in Mississauga or not. I don't know if I see myself staying here.
See, the reason I like traveling so much right now is that you get, like,
a feel.
Like, I don't know. I've been to Europe twice, but I haven't found a place in Europe yet that I really, really enjoyed.
Yeah.
But, like, Asia I really liked. But again, it was, like, less developed. So it does not... I probably wouldn't live full-time, like, in Thailand or something.
Yeah.
That's why, like, Australia is kind of intriguing.
Because you can raise a family there.
Because it's like... It's well-developed, yet it's still warm and nice and cool people. And English is kind of a big factor
one.
too.
True. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool to learn, like, a second language, but if you're living there, you probably want to be
English.
fluent. Yeah.
I know. So when I'm older, I see myself, like, in the suburbs. I still don't see myself in a 9-to-5 job. I don't think I'll ever be in a 9-to-5 job. I literally worked 9 to 5 today, and I just at a coffee shop, and, like, I don't like that shift. Ideally, I feel like this is so normal that you want the amount of kids that you were raised with.
Yeah.
So, like,
excuse me.
Coffee. I want a boy and a girl. Boy older. I want to be kind of like, this is so embarrassing, but, like, a Pinterest mom, like, my blog to be killing it. That's why I'm starting now, my blog, because when I'm, like...
When you're a mom, you'll be already killing it.
Yeah, and, like, mom bloggers are so cool. So, like, I want to be, like, a Pinterest blogger mom. I want to have my own studio, and, like, my kids can come to the studio and do, like, baby yoga. And, like, oh, that'd be so cute. And have, like, a nice house. Because we grew up, like, our house is great. I love our house. But, like, my dream is to have, like, a modern house. Like, you know when you went to those friends' houses and their kitchens were, like, so nice? Like, I want that. I want that Pinterest aesthetically pleasing kitchen.
Do you want, like, a big house or just, like,
No.
a nice... Yeah, I don't want a big house either.
I don't want a big house. I want, like a small house. I like the idea of 2 levels because we grew up in a bungalow, and I don't want to live in a bungalow. But like a dollhouse, like just like a cute little, but just modern. Like I want a modern house. Like my room, I just redid my room really modern, and I'm like, thank God, like finally. So I want that a lot, and I want my husband can be doing whatever he wants, whatever makes him happy.
As long as you can pay the bills.
As long as he keeps paying for the bills, yes. Yeah, and I definitely see my little kiddos in like sports. So cute. Yeah.
Do you have names? I feel like I know names. Like that.
I know my names. My boy's name, it's kind of a weird name. It's Reeve. And then I have a friend whose last name is Reeve. I swear that's not where I got the idea from. Like Reeve. I've always thought of this name. I don't know why. I just think it's a really cool boy name. And then the girl, I want to be named Margot.
Margot Robbie.
And then, I know that I didn't get it from that either. I don't know where I got Margot, but then I also really like the name of like a season. So like if your kid was named like Winter or like Summer, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the name Margot, and then you can call her like Go.
Go. Go home.
Go. Yeah, I like those names.
Yeah, I have names too. I think I like I don't know, like bleh. Words.
Words are hard. Don't film at night.
Yeah. If like you and your spouse are like, oh, you got one and I get the other, I think I'd prefer the boy. But I really like the name Ezra.
Yeah.
Because Ezra Strong just sounds cool.
Yeah.
It sounds like he can do some cool stuff.
Yeah.
And then girl, I like Audrey.
I love that because Audrey Hepburn's my idol.
And like I don't know any Audreys, I don't think.
The car.
Yeah, we named our Audrey.
When I was 16 and I could start driving, I was like, Audrey Hepburn.
I guess
Audrey the Audi.
Subconsciously, this has been like drilled in my mind. Audrey. I just like those. Both vowels.
Ooh, I don't know.
Ezra and Audrey. Like, that's pretty sweet.
No, those sound good together. I don't know what I would pick.
It's a future wife. You have no say in the names.
It does, right? I don't know which one I'd pick. I really like both. Hopefully my husband's just really easygoing and lets me pick both. Dear future husband.
Future husband.
Our kids' names are going to be Reed and Margot. Hope you're okay with that. Yeah.
Well, I guess it seems like we're kind of on the similar class, just like not location, I guess.
Yeah. Why? That's crazy. We're always together.
I know.
What?
We'll just have to like FaceTime podcast.
True. People do that.
You know, well, you literally just get one camera, put it on you, you get your own mic, and then you just cut and paste, yeah.
We can do that.
We can do that, no problem.
Yeah. But I mean, a big thing for both of us is goals. Mm-hmm. Like for me at least, I read, that's another thing. I could totally see myself writing a book.
I was thinking that too.
Right?
A couple of days ago, because I read so much, I was like, I could write a book on like my life or advice or something.
And I've always loved reading.
Probably not soon. Probably
no, like not anytime soon.
A decade or two.
If I were to, if you look at my blog right now, I'm literally like, what's up, guys? You want to learn about some veggie burgers? So, like, my book, not good. I got to do some writing courses first. But, yeah, I could totally see myself writing.
Okay, wait, before we get to goals, we'll stay a little bit more, like, lighthearted. Do you have, like, a bucket list?
No.
Do you have, like, anything you really, like, places you want to see, something you want to do?
Honestly, not really. I kind of just go with the flow. Like, usually, like, Bali, I didn't even really know I wanted to go there until you brought it up. And I was like, oh, cool. Australia I've been wanting to go to because, like, crocodile hunter. But not really, which is kind of, I feel like, also an unpopular thing because most people are like, before I die, I want to go skydiving. But for me, it just kind of usually comes up in the moment.
For me, I've already been skydiving.
Yeah, I've done that too. But I'm just like, I just kind of live my life. And then usually these bucket list things just end up happening. But that's kind of you, just because of you. I kind of just lived through your bucket list.
True. I have like a couple things. Like one was definitely living abroad, which is like getting checked off soon. One's like traveling extensively. Like I'd love to just go for it for like a year and
get
just
a Volkswagen van.
Not a van. But like, like we went to Indonesia, but we were on like a time restraint.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to be able to like this is where like making money online would be ideal because then you can just be anywhere.
Yeah.
But like do like all of Indonesia. Like see all the little parts and little stuff that are like hard to get to if you're a tourist or like stuff like that. Or like we're going to Australia, but there's a very, very high chance, there's 100% chance we're not going to see like everything. Yeah. So like being able to like spend like a day in the outback or something, like do a retreat in the outback or like go around that or like go to New Zealand, spend like a month just doing like up and down New Zealand, something like that. Yeah. Where you're not just like, I'm going for a month, just try to let's select a few things we can do and fit that, like just going for like a year or two. Yeah. And just going for it, seeing everything.
That would be nice. Then you can just like, if you wake, like for instance, I feel like when we were in like Canggu, like there was so much more I wanted to do, but we had to go. Yeah, exactly. Kind of just, and then through that you can find out where you actually like to live. Yeah. I mean, like I want to go to Europe before I die, but that's not really like. I guarantee you'll be going to Europe. Yeah, like I know that's gonna happen probably in the next 5 years. So it's actually funny. You go to Asia and live in Australia before you even went to like I've never. People are like, oh my god, Paris. You've been to like Italy, right? And I'm like, no, I've never been to Europe, but I've been to fucking. Oops, sorry. I've been to Bali, But I've never been to
Europe.
Europe.
You'd like Europe, actually, because...
I think I'd love Europe.
Because I didn't like... Well, I do like Europe, but I didn't like it as much as, like, Asia, because it's not as nature.
But I think I'd love Europe.
But I think you would love Europe because the cities are super old and, like...
Yeah, and that's my vibe. Like,
stuff.
London, I think I would love London. Maybe that's something I should try living in London.
Maybe next year you should do a backpacking trip to Europe.
I do. I want to go to Europe so bad. Like, I think I would... and, like, Allie says all the time to me, like, you would love Paris. Like, you would thrive in Paris. Now
that I think about it, I really liked it, and I'm, like I said, not the biggest city person. So if I liked it, and I don't even like cities that much, I think you'd love it.
Because I love cities, but I like old cities.
Yeah, that's why Boston.
That's why I like Boston, yeah. Because it's like
older.
Old, exactly. Oh my god, I would like, maybe... Now I'm like, ooh, I could live in Europe. That would be so cool. Like, Zoella, everyone and their mom knows. Do you know who Zoella is?
Yeah, the YouTuber.
Like, she lives in London, and I freaking love her vlogs because I just want to live there. I'm like, because I love the rain. So, it rains there every day.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't live in London.
I want to go to Seattle at one point, too, but I know that's going to happen because I'm going to see Sid.
Yeah, I feel like the States is kind of underrated. I feel like there's a lot of stuff you can see in the States.
There's so much. Most of the places I want to go to are in the States.
Mm-hmm. Like, that whole western coast, you can go from, like, New Mexico up to, like, California, Nevada. Like, that's, like, desert. And then you get up into, like, mountain ranges and stuff like that. And you head across and you're, like, the plains. It's kind of...
I know. It's kind of tricky because, like, part of me is, like, oh, just go to college and get it over with for the future just in case. But another part of me is, like, there's so much I want to see. Mm-hmm. Just work now so you can see it now. So, I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like that's just a constant debate.
I know.
Well, back to goals. We kind of get off topic there.
I mean, I think we use goals a lot. I mean, I believe in manifesting a lot, and in order to manifest, you need to know what you're manifesting for.
That's fair.
So, for me at least, I know we both write in journals every morning, and then I write, like, about the day... I just copied you at first and then made it my own. So, like, I'll write the day before, and I write all the things I liked during that day that I did. So, like, usually it'll be like, I kept a positive attitude throughout my whole shift and didn't let my energy fade. I liked that I did that. And then a negative thing could be like, I didn't like that, I don't know, I didn't restock when I could have because I was being lazy. Or something stupid like that. Or then go, obviously, into more depth things like, I liked that I learned this. And then after that, I made, like, my top 10 goals for the next 10 years. And then I write them every day so that it's, like, subconsciously in my brain. So then within every decision I make, I'm subconsciously making it for my goals.
That's right.
So then whether I'm trying to manifest or not, it just kind of happens. So, yeah, that's what I do every morning. And then that way I'm staying off social media because I find I'm a lot more goal-driven when I'm not on social media. I don't know what it is about social media, but if I, like, spend the day or just more time on YouTube or on Instagram, I don't feel like doing work or working.
No, isn't it kind of ironic that you want to do social media, but
I want to stay off of it? I know. It's so bad. And I've been doing so good, but, like, this last week, when I work more hours, I just want to come home and go on my computer and, like, just play YouTube and then go to bed. Which is kind of unfortunate because when I was working less hours, I was, like, doing really good with, like, not going on my phone at all. Like, my screen time was, like, 20 minutes.
Damn.
And it was, like, so good. And then when I started working, like, 9 hours a day, I'd come home and I'm like, I haven't even touched my phone yet. And then I end up on it for, like, 2 hours.
Yeah, I deleted Snapchat just for that reason. It's because...
Yeah, Snapchat's a big one.
It's just... It wasn't worth the time I was putting in for, like, the output I was receiving, I guess. Instagram's a hard one because I post all my photos there. But I just try to consciously catch myself, like, reaching for my phone and say no. Yeah. And it's been getting better, but it's still hard.
Yeah. Like, you have to make an effort for it. Definitely. For sure.
That's why, like, I've been reading a lot more because now when I reach for my phone, I'll reach for, like, my book instead.
Yeah. You know, Kyle was reading standing up today.
Yeah, I actually liked it. It's like having a stand-up desk, like, when you're working. If you read standing up, it just feels good. And I walked in and I was like, what? What are you doing?
I was like, he was literally just, like, standing at our counter reading. And I was like, hi, Kyle.
I was like, hi.
I'm home. I was like, what you doing? You're like, I'm just reading.
I'm just reading.
Like, okay.
But yeah, I write goals too. I have 2 like whiteboards, I guess, in my room. I have a small one on my door that I write like things like daily goals, just like things I have to get done or want to do in the day. And then I have a big one that is more like life goals or longer term goals. Sometimes I'll just leave like what I want my next 5 years to look at up for a bit, and then I'll go into like with this podcast, I just mapped like everything out on it, because then I focus on that for the next like whatever month.
Yeah.
So that changes. But yeah, I write in my journal every day, just saying like how the previous day went, my thoughts on it. The journal isn't too much of goals, I would say. It's kind of just like a reflection, like reflecting on how the day went, which I guess could be in turn goals. But I just like having it because I've been doing it for like 3 months now. And I like just looking back on like what was going through my mind like 3 months ago.
Even like when I look at like September when I didn't have, or not, I didn't journal in September, but I look at my planner in September, it's like, it's so funny because it's just a few months ago, but it's so different.
I know. And you learn that, again, this goes with like me not stressing over a lot of things, is that like my issues 2 or 3 months ago don't even matter at all now.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, I was nervous to talk to this person, blah, 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 that I like thinking about. And then now it's just like,
whatever.
It doesn't even matter. Like reflecting on that, that's kind of also taught me to not stress over a lot of things. Because in retrospect, like a lot of things stress over, like will be like, that won't even matter in like a week.
My daily goals, like with stress and that, I can say like I'm a huge planner. I have, not always, but just in the last, definitely for a good minute now, I've been super into planning, really my senior year. So that helps me de-stress, because then I just know like this is what I got to get done, this is when I'm going to do it, and I have it written on paper. And if it's physically written down, like I get pissed if I don't check that off. Even like that's a good tip if for going to the gym. If I write down leg day and I don't do it and it sits there unchecked off, like it could be midnight, I'm like, I gotta work on my legs.
Gotta do it.
So I guess that can be daily goals too, because I'll write like make a blog post, which is helping me for my future. So yeah, like today, it's like I don't know what time it is. It's nighttime and I still have to write a blog post, but it's in my planner. So like
I'm doing it.
You know I'm writing a blog post. What's it gonna be about? I don't know. Go on dearkenzie.com and see what I wrote. But yeah, so planning really helps me a lot with manifesting and planning my future and planning my daily life. Even like, don't plan your meals like fucking crazy though, because I did that too, and it's not good.
Yeah. I guess this is not as related to planning, but I write down like all my thoughts that I have. It's usually I prefer to write it on paper just because I like writing things on paper more. But
yeah, me too. I hate writing in my phone.
Yeah, like in school, I'd never write notes on my computer. I'd write them in hand.
Me too. I could never type like that. I don't know how people did that. I just find it so much nicer writing, and I just enjoy writing.
Same. Even though my handwriting is terrible, but
God, our handwriting is so bad. It looks like the exact same, and it's like literal chicken scratch. It's so bad.
But anyways, yeah, and most of the time it's on my phone just because it's more convenient. But if I have just any idea, like even if it's just like a song I hear, I'll write it down. If I think of something that can help improve the podcast, I'll write it down.
Oh yeah, I do that too. I use my reminders app religiously.
It just sucks because I'm most, I know this is like a pretty common thing, but like my brain is most active like 10 minutes before I fall asleep.
Yeah.
So then a lot of the time I'll just be like thinking of like a great idea, and then my phone or like anything I can write with is like across my room, and I'm like, are you joking? I had to have this thought when I'm like about to fall asleep, cuddled in my bed, and I gotta get up and
see. What I do is like I have my phone on my nightstand, which is beside my bed, and when I think of things, I just go to Siri and I'm like, Siri, set a reminder for this, this, and this, and then in the morning I'll see the reminder.
Yeah, that's smart.
And then sometimes it won't make sense, and I'll be like, what was I saying? But it's there.
I did that one time where I had my headphones in and I did like Hey Siri.
Yeah.
And I was like, Hey Siri, blah, 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 blah. And then I read it in the morning and Siri just completely got it wrong.
I was like, sometimes Siri really messes up.
And I was like, what was I thinking again? And it took me a while just
You're
to like decipher what Siri thought I was
You're like,
thinking.
who? Like sometimes I'll be like, even just like things to be like, oh, I have to remember to bring my headphones, and I'll be like, bring headphones, and it'll be like, bring jackfruit, and I'll be like, what?
What? And then you're like, what? Like,
And
what
I'm
was I
like-
even thinking?
He was like, I'm just trying to bring something. I'm like, headphones.
I know.
That didn't work on Wednesday. Sad. Look at my vlog and see me have to deal without headphones. So sad.
Well, we're starting at the end of this. How about we end with? I mean, this is pretty far in the future. What are you excited to be like an old grandma?
Oh my god, don't even get me started. I'm so excited to have like my cute little friends, like to my daily routines, to be like, wake up, have like some biscotti, and go to the grocery store.
What are you, an Italian grandma?
I don't even know I love biscotti, but just like I find it so cute when like, for example, now that I work at a coffee shop, like there's like these two old ladies and they meet up like every Tuesday morning and get like little breakfast bagels and coffee together, and like I'm just, when I even see my grandma do this a lot with her friends, and I'm like, I'm so excited to be a grandma. Oh my god, not excited for like the like aging and like the pain, but like
The lifestyle.
oh my god,
You
yeah.
just like deal with your grandkids every now and then.
I am literally a 19-year-old, well, like a 12-year-old body, but like a 70-year-old. Or like, well, right now I feel like I'm like a 40-year-old trendy mom, but like
Give it like 10 years.
I'm like, I have some fair grandma traits. Like, you know, I love going to bed at like 9:30, 10 p.m. It's great.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm not in any rush to get there, but yeah, being a little old grandpa that just
So cute.
got his little friend group. He just goes sees the grandkids like once a week,
Right?
and I don't know.
I want to be that grandma who's in like clubs too. Like I want to be in like
Yeah, I'm be a cool grandpa.
tennis club or like, I don't know, knitting club. Oh god, this is gonna be so fun. I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, that was a good podcast. That was a
Yeah.
lot of information.
Hopefully you guys feel inspired and motivated by it a little bit. You guys can start making your goals, think about your future a little, but not too much. Don't stress yourself out.
Yeah.
Because-
if you have any questions or you want some advice, we have Instagram, we have everything.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Definitely.
Send us a message.
Feel free to like,
Come over if you know us.
yeah, stop on by. We're probably here.
Do you want to be a guest? You have an interesting story?
Yes, we are looking for guests. So if you want to be a guest, DM us. Tell us why you want to be a guest, and we can totally figure something out. Definitely feel free to reach out to us on our Instagram or our personal Instagrams if you have ideas or advice you want or topics or anything,
Give us
because
suggestions of
we are open. Right now,
criticism,
we're
anything.
just kind of doing what we think would be interesting, but we'd love to hear what you actually want. So, yeah,
let us know.
let us
Anyways,
know.
I'm Kyle. I'm 21.
I'm Mackenzie. I'm 19, but I look like I'm 12.
Good night.